Right, to start, I'm going to be using a 3.5 millimeter hook and just your normal waisted yarn. And we are going to, of the same color, this is going to be the main color of your pullover, and we're going to start with the square. So if you want to make the squares bigger, a bigger size, because I'm a small to medium, you can add one more, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So to start, we're going to do the magic ring. And you go underneath, you pull over. That's how I do my magic ring. And you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to go back into the first chain. And we do a double crochet. So this counts as our first double crochet. This is our second double crochet. And we're going to do our third double crochet. So you want to chain 1, 2, 3, and we are going to do 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Let me bring this top here. And now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the space, we are going to put in 3 double crochets. We're going to need to put in 4 clusters or 4 groups of double crochets. So that's 3. And now we chain 1, 2, 3. Just gonna pull that at the back to make sure it doesn't come up. And there's the 3. And now we go into this space. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just going to pull that. And then 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to slip stitch because we have 4 spaces. So you count 1, 2, and then in the third, we're going to slip stitch. So you pull it under and then you pull it over. Chain 1, 2, 3, and then we move on to the next space. So we're going to crochet in here, and we're going to crochet 2 clusters. So 1, 2, 3, and then we chain 1, 2, 3, and we double crochet 3 again. 2, 3, and then right away we move into the next space. So we're going to do double crochets 3, chain 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then we move into the next space. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then in the same space we're going to do another 3, 2, 3, and then we move on to the last space where we do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then we chain 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then in the same space now we're going to chain 2 because we already had 1. So 1, 2, and then we go into 1, 2, 3, and we do a slip stitch. Now we have 3. So make sure every space you have 3 double crochets. So now we chain 1, 2, 3, and then into the same space we are going to do 2 more double crochets, and then move into the next space is the corner. So now we need to put in 3 and then chain 3 and move on to the next space. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to the same space. We're going to half double crochet 3, 3, and then we move into the next space with 3 double crochets, and when we get to the corner we are going to do 2 clusters and 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Then we move on to the next space. So in the next space we do 3, and you are going to do this for the next row. So now in the corner, you know, you put in 2, chain 3, 2, 3, 3, chain 3, 3 in the corner, and then in here you just do 3, and then in here same thing as the corners, do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and you meet up here, and then you are going to slip stitch when you get here like we did previously, and you're going to do 1 more line. I will put in the link to do a square if you're still confused, but that is how you're going to do it, and this is how it's supposed to look when it's finished. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I have done the third, and we're just going to do 1 more space. Then we're going to do the ones where you change colors. Right, everyone, so now we're going to do this color changing squares. So we're going to start with the middle color. I used 2 colors. You can use 3 colors if you want. So I did the first chain 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we go back into that space and 2 and 3. Then we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and into the same space we're doing 3 half double crochets, 2, 3, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do like we did, but now we're going to change the colors. 2, 3, and let's see. So we have to do 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and then we do the 4th. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we chain 1, 2, 3, and we're going to count now to make sure we're in the third. 1, 2, and then in the third I'm going to slip stitch, bring it under, and then we're going to chain 1 to cut off. Okay, now we do the second color. I should have done this one first because I actually like it. But yeah, any hole will do. So I'm just going to do that and make sure that I tie this around the loose yarn. I just prefer to do it that way so I can grab the yarn and hide it underneath. So I'm just going to move it a bit to the side. So 1, 2, 3, and then you go underneath, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 double crochet. We move into the next space and we do 3 double crochets and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets, and then move into the next space with the 3 double crochets. The 3 double crochets, and 1, 2, 3, and we move into the next space. I'm just going to drop the yarn down below so it can stop distracting me. So there we go. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and another 3 double crochets, and then move into the next space because now it had 1, so we're doing the corner there. 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to chain 3 for the corner. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to slip stitch and cut off because we want to change the color. The last color should be the base. So this is second, and now we're going to do the third. And I'm going to join in this space. Oh, come on. I'm going to join in this space. Ugh. And tie there. And we chain 1, 2, 3, and then in the same space we're going to do 2 more double crochets. So there we have the 3 now. We move to the corner, 2, 3, and then we chain 3 and 3 double crochets. And then in the next space we do 3 double crochets because it's not the corner. 2, 3, and then we move to the corner and we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 3 double crochets. Chain 1, 2, 3. And we move into the next space. Move into the next space. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, move into the next space. 1, 2, 3, and corner. 1, 2, 3, and then you chain 1, 2, 3, and put in 3 more double crochets, and we're going to join and cut off and then put the main color of the 1, 2, 3 of the vest. And there you go, and we're going to cut off. Okay, so this is how it looks, and now we use our main color, and my main color is this color, of course. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did, and I'm going to join in any circle and in this space 2 spaces, I'm just going to do normal and then the corner. And if you want to make the vest a bit bigger, you add another row, so you have 5 in total instead of 4. So I'm going to show you the one of the shoulders, and then we're going to put the vest together. Okay, so I have started the shoulder part, so I did 2 rows. So you're going to do 2 rows, and then you're going to do just the sides. You're not going to go around like you were previously. So you're going to go in the middle of this chain, and you're going to tie that. And you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And in that space, and we have done 3, and then we move on to the middle space, and we are going to make 3 double crochets, and then in that space we are going to do 3 double crochets, but we're going to do 2, and then in the middle of the space we are going to, in the middle of the chain, do the last one. And then you chain 1, 2, 3, and there we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and we move on to the next space. 1, 2, 3, and in the corner of this one we are going to do the 3rd, or not the 3rd, the last, because there's supposed to be space here. So there I chain 1 and you cut off. So there's that space. So that's how it looks, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to do that this side so that it's sitting like this, and then we're going to put our front part together before we do the back part. Okay, so now let's assemble our top. Put it together. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. And there must be this one. Okay. And then we have a solid in the middle. And we have... Okay, so this one I'm going to put it here. Put this one in the middle. We have this one here. This one is my least favorite, but then it has pink, so I'll put it here. Okay, yeah. Here, and then these 2 are going to go... So I go here, 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 and then these 2 are going to go here, and then these little ones are going to go at the top. So now to start, I'm going to turn this one around. Make sure that they're on this, the ugly side is at the back and they are like this. So I'm going to just do this and merge together here with the main yarn. So I'm just going to merge these together. So the nice part is facing each other. So I go in the middle, and I go in the middle of this one, and we're going to merge them. So to merge, I'm not going to just merge them like you normally would. I'm going to go at the back rows, and then this one is the top row. So go back row and then the back of this one. So you see the line has a braid, so I go on the outside braid like that to put this together. So it's the outside braid and the outside braid, and you're just going to put this vest together the way I've put it like that. You're going to merge them that way, making sure that the right parts are facing each other, because you don't want to undo it and try and redo it. It's just a mission, because at times you already cut the yarn. So I'm going to continue and put it together, and then I'll show you how they look once they are meshed, and then we can do the back part together. So before you reach the end, you just want to make sure that your pieces are aligned. And that is the last cluster, and then I have the corner and the corner. So there. Okay, cut it off. So this is how it was going to sit, and now I'm going to merge this. I want to merge this one, merge it with this one. So I'm going to hold them together like this and merge them together this way. Hi guys, so this is how the front of the top looks. It looks this way, so pretty. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of colors and 6 of solid, and of course the 2 shoulder things that are gonna go over the shoulder. So now we're going to start making the back part of our crochet top, and we're going to use the front part as a reference. So I'm going to chain according to the front part, but we're not going to go all the way to here, because then the vest might be slightly too big. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's see with 50 how far it goes. I want it to go at least just in the middle, which is halfway. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Let us see. I think we can put 5 more in. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Yeah, I think 65, because it's going to stretch a little bit. If I don't stretch it too much, it goes into the middle there. Let me just say 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. I think I'm happy with 70 just on the second of these. And now I'm going to chain 1 2 3, and we're going to go into the next space. So this is just the first this is going to be the first cluster, and we're going to skip 1 2 and then into the third we're going to put in 3 double crochets, and we're going to skip 2, and in the third we're going to put in 3 double crochets and so forth. So there's 2, and then I say 1 2, and then in the third we are going to put in a cluster, which is 3 double crochets, and 1 2 3, and continue that way. So we're going to continue until we are almost at the end of the line, and I'll show you how to turn around and put more rows in. So the rows, we're going to make sure that the rows that here, and I'm going to make the rows, at least I'm going to make the rows halfway and start changing the colors at the back, and then do that because I don't have too much of this color yarn left, and I still have to do the side and the bottom, so I'm not going to use all of it. Right, so I have done my row, and this is the last bit. So what I'm going to do here is just do a single crochet. So I'm going to chain 1 2 3, and this is the space, so that counts as my first double crochet, that 2 and 3. So I have 3 in the space, and I'm moving on and continuing with my crochet. And when I reach the other side, because there's going to be only 1 space left, I am going to, after I do the 3 clusters in the last space, then I'm going to do a single crochet and turn around and do the same thing I did on this side. Then I'm gonna change colors. So I'm going to do rows that cover the bottom of this part, the bottom of the square. So for now, we're just going to do rows that come up to here. We're going to do rows that come up to here. So I would say 2 4, I would say about 6 or 7 should cover this row, and then we are going to cut and then do the size of this rows up until here, and then we're going to switch it up a bit. Alright guys, so this is how it looks so far. I have done 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 to match the square. So now I'm going to start crocheting from this space. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to start here and just do 1. So that's going to be chain 3, and then I'm going to go into the next space and then do the line. So I'm going to go in here. So you're going to leave space 5 clusters on the other side as well. 1 2 3, and then I'm going to go into this space. 1 2 2, 3, and then you go into the next space and so forth until you have 5 left. So I'm going to do up until here, and I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just that one left. So I'm going to crochet here up until it reaches here, and then I'm going to do a little bit of something here. But yeah, let's crochet the rows up to here. Hi everyone, so this is the front part and this is the back part. So with the back part I did the first row, and then I did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then I only did up to here to match the size of the front. So I didn't do the same length, but I definitely did that, and then I made them shorter. So now we're just gonna put it together, and I want this to be my side, my outside. So I'm just going to put the outsides together, and this is where the fun begins. So you're just going to put these two together by, I'm just gonna use a hook. If you want, you can use a needle, and I'm gonna poke that side, and there you go. And just gonna move on to the next and go this side. So just need to make sure that these are actually the same size, and I see mine is not the same size. I made it too short, too small, the back one. So I'm going to put this together, and then we're going to start with the neck part. So do this and do this on the other side. I'm gonna cut this off, and there it is. So now we're going to do this side, and then we're going to do the corners as well, and then we're going to start with our neck and the arms. Right everyone, so we're going to do the arm sides, and it's gonna be the same as the neck really, and the bottom you're not gonna change, you're just gonna do what I'm gonna show you straight. So to begin with, for the arm, we are going to just crochet single crochets around. We can start in the middle, actually at the top. We're going to go through here, and then I just want to tie it, and then I'm just gonna chain 1, 2, and then we're going to do single crochets all the way around until I show you what you should be doing to change. So now we're just going to single crochets all the way around. Well, not all the way around, almost to the corner. We're going to be doing single crochets. And that way. This way. So we're just going to go around. I'm going to go around, and when I'm close to this corner, I'm going to show you what we need to do here. Okay, so now we're nearing the corner. I've been doing single crochets. Now I'm going to do a half double crochet because it's close to the corner. You have to have a few left, and then now I'm doing double crochet, and then we're going to do 3 treble crochets. So this is 1, 2 in the middle, excuse me, and 3 on the other side. And now we're going to do double crochet on the other side, and then we're going to do half double crochet going forward. So half double crochet, and then we continue with our single crochet up until the next corner. So we continue with single crochets, and we're going to do the same thing we did on this side. So this is that one side. So we're going to do it on this side. We're going to do the same thing where we do half double crochet, and then we do 3. Actually, I see that they're not 2 in the middle. So I'm going to undo that now. Now you get to undo with me. So now we do single crochets until you want to put the 3 treble crochets in the middle. So now because I'm close, I will do the half double crochet and then a double crochet and then treble. 1 treble and then 2 treble in the middle, and then 1 more treble here, and now we're going to do a double crochet, and then we're going to do a half double crochet, and now we continue with the single. So you just want to make sure that this 3 treble crochets are actually in the middle. And you're gonna continue and do the same thing on the other side. So there you go, and we continue all the way to the other side. So I've went around, and this is how my corners look, and this is how this corner look. So now we're going to do the ribbing. So I've already chained 1, and I'm going to chain 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to go back just in the next space. Excuse me, just in the next space, and we're going to put in single crochets all the way. Let me just quickly change this phone to put it on silent. Okay, so we have the 1 there, and now we're going to go into the next space, and you're going to pull through and pull under, and then you go into the next space and you're going to pull through and pull under. Then chain 1, and we turn around, and you go into the back space of this, and always count to make sure that's 1, 2, that you don't make it longer or shorter. 3, 4, 5, it's supposed to be 6. 6, chain 1, and you go back, and you're going to go into the back space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is where we go under and we pull through. It's a slip stitch, and then you go into the next space and you pull through, chain 1, and we do the same thing. You go into the back and you count up until you have 6, and you're just going to continue around this way. Nothing changes until you meet this part on the other side. So you're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna go back, and you're just going to continue to do this. This is how it's going to look. And now you go into the next space, you go under and you pull through, and then you go into the next one and you pull through, and you continue around. This is how it looks. Right, so when I reached the end, I now put this together by just doing single crochets. So you just go in the front here and go to the back, put it together, go to the front and back, and we're just going to be putting it together like that, and then I'm going to cut off once I'm done, and that's going to be our vest. So that's the last part, and I chain 1. I'm gonna cut off now, and then I want to bring this down below. So let's zoom out and see our vest. So this is the back. I did the different colors. You can do one color, and this is our front. So I can iron it just to flatten it a bit more, but yes, this is how the vest looks.